What's up, my Vina loves? It's Miss Vina D coming to you all from Vina Entertainment News. So, married to medicine, let's go ahead and get right into it, man. Dr. Jackie and Curtis, of course, he's back in the house. He's even back in the confessionals, so that's a good sign. Jackie being able to, recognize, what she was doing wrong and they getting out of the house and going for a walk. And of course, she reminding him about him not cheating and all that stuff. You know, that's going to take time because it's not easy when you go through something like that. Trusting someone again. You all know I'm not really here for Curtis, but hey, that's Jackie's marriage. That's a man. Who am I to speak on their marriage? That's not my place. So, if she feels like, it's going to work and she, trusts him and all of that, or working on rebuilding the trust, then, good for them. I just feel like, Curtis went out there and he didn't have the Dr. Jackie perks. I'm not saying that he's not well off and have his own thing going, but whoever he was dealing with, he quickly realized, you're not Dr. Jackie. I'm not saying that he's not with his wife because of love, but, she's Dr. Jackie. You know what I'm saying? And that now comes with perks. And when he realized that, yeah, you would never, measure up to that, he came crawling back. And what did she do? She took him back. And like I said, it's not my place to question her. That's her marriage. That's what she wants to do, good for them. And I understand, 14 years and more invested in something. I completely understand. Whatever that works for them, works for them. And like I said, kudos to Jackie and Curtis doing their best, working on their relationship. It's going to take a while, but hey, we shall see. Let's go to Simone, man, and her family. It was just a beautiful moment, and just a proud moment, being a parent and working hard and taking care of your children, and to see them accomplish things are, amazing things. That's like a very proud moment. So it was amazing to see Dr. Simone and, her husband, soon to be ex-husband, Cecil's son, the eldest, get, graduate, and he's already in Howard. If you go and click the Married to Medicine playlist, you will see, episodes where I have videos in there of her pulling up to Howard. They're in front of the school talking and all of that. I don't want to go ahead and be repetitive and put it in here. So congratulations to her entire family. Whatever that happened after, she and her husband worked things out, yeah, it was very explosive, like she said, because in that video, it was like, I wish we did not know what she did at the reunion, because by announcing that she filed for divorce, because it was so pleasant to see them happy, telling the kids not to worry about them. And it was like, fix it, Jesus. And yes, Jesus fixed their marriage. And Cecil hugging her, loving her, saying, I love you over and over again. It was just magical and beautiful to watch. And so I don't know what type of blowout they had, but it had to be very bad for her to not only file for divorce. Jackie filed for divorce too, and in her moments, she was like, nah, I'm done. It's over. I'm not going back. But hey, look at Curtis is back. So you never know. But Simone says this is not a bluff. This is not for ratings. This is not for a storyline. This is 100% real, and she is 100% going through with the divorce. But who knows? People change their mind all the time. Like I keep saying, man, 21 years is a very long time. So hopefully they're able to work it out. But I always, speak against toxic relationships. So if it's just like, yeah, if it's that bad, then I support leaving the relationship. But, it's just sad, man. But we shall see, on the reunion. I'm sure she's going to explain more. Congratulations to Toya and, Eugene. Before I really talk about them, let's talk about, Contessa quitting her job and all of that. I'm sure she knows what she's doing. These two, her husband is well off. She's well off. I'm sure she's put money aside, and and he's working, so they will be just fine. But I know that was very hard for her to do and all of that. And for the people, in some of the comments saying why when they switch the cameras to the doctors working, especially her, it's always something minor and stuff. You have to understand, one, these people that are agreeing to, be patient and all that stuff, they have to sign, the little disclosure form and the contract and all of that for the show. And, they can't be on there just revealing deep health issues, HIPAA laws and all of that. So yeah, I have a migraine. Okay, we're gonna talk about that, like simple stuff. So I completely understand why, yeah. So I get it why the situations that the camera, get to see are things that I like. I completely understand, because you can't just be putting people medical record all like that on blast, even if they give you permission or not. So I completely understand, but I'm wishing her the best and her family and all of that. And that's a perfect storyline, because she had two angles, okay, for the following season, if she's still there. Her looking to find a nanny, and then also for cameras, because it's not really the money. I'm sure they're okay, but I'm sure that check is not bad at all. But Miss Renee coming back, or Miss Renee coming back begging for her job, or they going to find Miss Renee and begging her to come back, or looking for a new nanny and it's not Miss Renee, or her adjusting to her new life as a stay-at-home parent, and being able to be there for her kids and the plays and all of the things. So either way you look at it, she still have storylines there that's going to work in her favor. And when I say storylines, it's just what they're going to bring to the table as what's going on in their life, not as something negative or fake. So she still have a lot of different path that she could take, and angles that they can go after to be able to create a story around her family. Back to Toya. Congratulations to Toya and Eugene, on taking care of their responsibilities and paying off their debt. That's amazing. They both look great. Toya looked amazing. She looked stunning in that dress. Of course, Quad had to be late again, center of attention. I gotta be late. I have to make my grand entrance and all of that. So no surprise there. Contessa and her husband, they have money, right? They're good. But she was really doing everything in her power to maintain her spot on this show, because all that stuff she was doing at Toya's event was unnecessary. Like I said, it's all about the TV show. Like it wouldn't have had the same impact or the same reaction had she pulled Toya aside as like brunch or lunch or something completely different and calmly have a conversation with her. Then it wouldn't have been a spicy episode, right? It would have been like, oh, okay, yeah, boring. It's just because all of that was unnecessary. The guy came back. He apologized. He was sorry. You could have given him the book, or given his wife, she could have given his wife the book at a completely different time, because this was their moment, to celebrate and just have an amazing time. And she just went off and turned up for like no reason. But I get it. She's trying to save a spot on the show. And, who knows? Maybe that worked. We shall see after the reunion and all of that. So that was that. Of course, Quad was late. I love this, low-key, mellow Mariah. Mariah is, always, she's out there in your face, like as far as, being flashy and just looking amazing. But I love how she was just fighting for people to see how she's been treated unfairly. And I guess after that conversation that, Simone had on a yacht with Quad and all of that, Mariah feels a little decent that, what? I think, these people get me again. So, we should see how long this whole sisterhood and all that stuff lasts, because you know them. One moment they're smiling in your face and the next moment is like a battle, but it was nice to see all of them together, talking, being there for Toya and Eugene. I completely understand the concerns about money and all of that, but you know what? This is what they wanted to do. I wouldn't be surprised if, Bravo paid for the party, but anyways, I'm just joking. But anyways, you know what? They wanted to celebrate something they did, and so good for them. All right, and then of course, well, let me just not skip Heavenly. Dr. Heavenly trying her best to maintain her cool and all of that, accepting, Eugenia apology and just moving on. I also love how her husband, be it if he's wearing his scrubs from the hospital and all of that, he still shows up to support his wife at whatever events that she's going through and all of those things. So yeah, she was there, and everybody else. Okay, Heavenly, Dr. Jackie, Mariah, and then also the lady, the white lady. What is her name? Was it Karen or whatever? She was there, so it was nice, to see everybody just getting together and all of that. Now you have Quad and her husband. I mean, nothing new here. These two are really done. I mean, it's really, really bad. They can't even have a simple communication. I mean, they are so disconnected from each other. That is terrible. Like, they are so filled with rage and anger that even if the other person's conversation is the furthest from the truth, it still turned into anger. Like, you could see that he was really trying to have a conversation with her, and then of course, yes, he got petty and she got petty, but it was just like, if these two would just calm down and listen to each other. The problem is this: whenever he's talking, and vice versa, whenever he's talking, Quad is not thinking and processing or listening to her husband. She's processing what her rebuttal is going to be. So in that process, she's not listening. The same thing goes for him. It's like, what I'm going to say. It's all about a fight and who's going to win, and it's like, when it's your spouse, that's love. It's not about who's going to win and who's going to lose. Like, it's about you guys coming together as a unit and making it work. But something got to give, because it is bad. It looks like, because I keep talking about don't bring kids in a toxic situation, right? And if a situation is toxic, and if you're able to move on and you're able to leave, then go ahead and do that. But I just feel like it's all of the resentment, because you see how she just threw his age out there, almost like, I'm still young, so I'm going to be good as it relates to having kids. So you're the one up there. Don't rush me and stuff like that. Because that conversation 4 years ago, a little over 4 years ago, that they flashback to, all of the anger and resentment is coming from the fact that by now he wanted to, have a family. I mean, the man is 50. I didn't even know. 50 is not that old, but 50 is up there for him to still not have a child. So I think it's all of that anger that's where it's coming from, and leading to, like, resentment and all of that. But I completely understand the whole not bringing children into a toxic situation, but something got to give. And they're arguing all the time, and then when she bring up divorce, that's not what he wants. And whatever the case might be, I hope these two are able to work out their situations and all of that, but we shall see. I also want to quickly add, when Quad tried to play her husband by saying, like, why did you sign up for reality TV? And he was like, for you. Like, basically, I'm a doctor, I'm financially stable, I've been, I'm doing well, I don't need reality TV. You understand what I'm saying? I signed up for you because you wanted to be famous and all of that. That's why I signed up. But you know what? Quad and her husband can't even blame any of this on reality TV. I don't talk about their past just to talk about their past. We all have a past and things like that. But I'm just saying what has happened before the camera. is way worse than what we're witnessing now, unless there are certain things that they are managing to hide. But yeah, because I've used it in a few videos and you already know the story and what happened, so they can't turn around and say, oh, it's reality TV and it's because of the cameras and it's the pressure. These two have been going at it, have been fighting, verbally, and they've even had physical altercations that led to both of them being arrested and getting this. Yes, they've been going through it. So but I know, having other people in your business and your life on TV as well could always add stress to the relationship. But yeah, he was like, I signed up for you and walk away. Like, you are not about to make a mockery of our marriage and put out a show, but it's all a part of the game. That's what you signed up for, and people watch to see the situations, unfold. So hopefully these two are able to either work it out or, separate, because that's no way to live, man. It's very toxic in their household right now. We should see, man, on the reunion show, because they're going to be revealing a lot. And it looks like, I don't know why Married to Medicine needs a three-part reunion, but that's what it's going to be. They're going to have a three-part reunion, and I guess we're going to be here watching it. But like I said, Mariah is just low-key in the cut. She's just there minding her business. I'm loving my girl, and whatever the case might be, I'm wishing everybody the best, man. Whether they all end up with their spouses and are able to work it out, good for them. If not, also good for them. My Vina loves, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Thank you all for your love and support. Leave this video a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed to the channel. Turn on your notifications so when I do post, you are aware that I posted. I'm wishing you all, and of course, go ahead and leave a comment, because I'm always in the comment section, engaging with all of you. Thank you all for your support. I'm going to go ahead and end it here, my Fina loves. I'm wishing you all an amazing day. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.